While we still wait in eager anticipation for any signs of life from Kanye or Ty Dolla $ign, we did just yesterday get a great look into Kanye's original idea for his Like That remix, which would have been completely different from release. So starting off, we finally got the full untagged snippet of Kanye's original Like That remix verse, which is actually pretty drastically different from what he put out officially. Prior to this, we only had a very heavily tagged snippet, so now that we can actually hear what's being said, it's apparent that the lyrical content was planned to be quite a bit different. Originally, Kanye had lines that almost sound like disses thrown towards Kendrick, with him also name-dropping G Herbo and mentioning a specific event where he was driving around LA in a Ferrari with John Monopoly.
G Herbo when he beat the charges. Pluto tell you we not really sorry. I was with Monop in the Rari. Shouldn't never let me get money again. On my Cat Williams, if y'all get funny again. When these niggas try to count me out, I like that. We just had a number one, we right back. 500 down on the bottom, 500 up on the top. Titanium grill, call a smile on the rocks. I've been shining so long, now you some hiding for pop. I invented drill too, I ain't gonna lie, it was chop. Yeah, been trying to be on his best behavior. Now I gotta get on Kanye West behavior. Kendrick spazzed out, that was the best he gave you. But y'all knew y'all had to say the best, but later. I mean, y'all so out of sight, out of...
The Kendrick line specifically is odd because it kind of comes off like a diss, but not a clear direct shot. And then on later versions of the song, Ye even begins the track by shouting out Kendrick.
You know we had to get the hooligans up here. We're gonna take this pussy nigga out. Yo, Dot, I got you.
It's important to remember that when the beef first started up back in March, Kanye made a hilarious Instagram story post shitting on both Drake and Kendrick, so I wouldn't be surprised if this original remix verse was recorded around that time and then later on, Ye changed his mind and wanted to remove any possibility of his words being interpreted as shots at Kendrick. In retrospect, Kanye's lyrics got a pretty major overhaul for final versions of the remix, with him even going back over already finished lines and correcting sometimes singular words, which is not something he often does. What else is interesting here is that this original verse was done over Metro Boomin's Like That beat, well before Kanye would enlist the hooligans to interpolate this Barry White song's bass line to use as the foundation for his release remix instrumental produced by him, Traxtor, and Metro.
Feels so good. You're lying here next to me.
Obviously, people have been feeling some fatigue surrounding the hooligans recently, especially with how massively popular Carnival ended up being, but now that we have the full untagged snippet of Kanye over the original Like That beat, I feel like it's easier to make a direct comparison. The original beat is of course fire, but Kanye definitely put his own spin on it with the remix, so I'm curious to hear what you guys think. In other news, we heard directly from Nick Fuentes once again confirming that he did recently meet up with Kanye in Los Angeles.
I told her I would, but then I had to bail because I was hanging out with an old friend in Los Angeles in the Cybertruck. Just hanging out, nothing. We were just friends hanging out, you know?
Along with this, we got further confirmation from Kanye defense team that despite the two meeting up to hang out, Nick will not be brought back to the team permanently. This really just confuses me further because I can only imagine what the true purpose of Ye meeting up with Nick could be. I do think that by this point, if he was getting back into politics, he would have kept Nick around permanently, and we would have known about that happening. So at the very least, I suppose this is good news that Ye is not returning to Yeezy politics for the time being. And finally, we seem to have been thrown a morsel of hope to hear new Vultures 2 developments with a brand new Thai DJ set performance just announced taking place in Las Vegas. Of course, it's probably a given that he ends up playing Fried and Field Trip, but even those tracks could sound very different with a handful of weeks post-major album sound shift. We also haven't heard his vocals on Fried yet, so this show would be the perfect time to debut something like that.
And I applied. She said she's starving, order her some fries. Then I ate the breast and the thighs.
Unfortunately, we have to wait 10 whole days until March 31st, but regardless, some hope is better than no hope, so I'll take it. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you enjoyed, feel free to leave a like and subscribe to my channel for more videos like this, and let me know down in the comments if you think we're going to finally get new Vultures 2 material played by Ty next Friday.